Welcome to my recap. Here we see that Haruto is relieved that he can continue to be a slacker as his father Gold stopped giving him sword lessons due to his busy schedule. Suddenly he hears a commotion outside, and using his magic, he investigates and witnesses injured soldiers. Joining Gold, they assess the situation, revealing persistent thieves attacking their lands. They received intelligence about their hideout and launched a counterattack but fall victim to a surprise ambush. Gold blames himself for the situation, and asks Haruto to return home, deeming the scene unsuitable for a young child. As Haruto walks away in frustration, Flay accompanies him, insulting the soldiers. He asks the foxy bimbo to shut up and continues, secretly casting healing spells to restore the wounded soldiers to perfect health. Gold is also surprised about this. At night his sleep is interrupted when he senses Flay outside and realizes that she took his command literally. He grants her permission to speak, and she offers an apology, but the dumb bimbo still doesn't know why he was mad. Haruto uses his magic to locate the thieves' hideout, realizing they have a spy among them. Determined, he vows to kill them all. Activating his magic, he and Flay soar through the sky, catching the attention of Char, who was still awake. Meanwhile, while the celebrating bandits plan their next attack and mock Gold, Haruto and Flay abruptly burst into the room. The bandits try to get into their fighting stance, but Haruto casts a barrier to freeze their movements and tosses Bucky Beaver against the wall using his magic. He wants to interrogate them and warns them that any lies will result in their death. Interrogation reveals that they are soldiers from a neighboring empire, who are sent to cause internal conflicts. The revelation of an unidentified collaborator within their kingdom shocks them. Haruto realizes that his father's life is in danger. He thanks the bandits before instructing Flay to burn the fort and kill them all. Seems like the bandits received a scorching send-off, and we've got ourselves an MC with questionable morals. As they leave, he decides to send an anonymous letter to his father, providing a detailed account of the events. Gold receives the letter and report but remains puzzled about the enemy's infiltration. Wanting answers, he orders an investigation. When Char inquires about the individuals who dealt with the criminals, Gold suspects Flay, as she is the only one who can control fire to that level, plus her efficiency and lack of compassion are clear marks, but he chooses not to disclose the truth. Char's curiosity about Haruto's actions grows even more as she recalls witnessing him and Flay flying away. So, she asks Flay if there are two of him, as when she visited his room after their departure she saw him sleeping on the bed but it wasn't his regular scary aura. The foxy bimbo unintentionally reveals that Haruto possesses immeasurable power, far surpassing humans or demons. After learning that Char had discovered his clone, Haruto decides to monitor her activities using surveillance barriers. Char continues to follow and spy on Haruto relentlessly, and the dedicated little detective doesn't spare him, even when he's taking a bath. However, he acts like an ordinary child to avoid raising her suspicions. Following a week of stalking, Haruto learns that she along with his mother, Natalia is going to an upcoming annual festival. He suggests bringing along Flay but realizes that she is busy with keeping the local monsters in check following his command. While he is resting in his room, his surveillance alarm alerts him, indicating trouble. Empire soldiers have trapped Natalia and Char during their journey, and their own soldiers struggle to defend them. Natalia tries to defend the soldiers' attack but gets hurt in the process. Suddenly, a small cube beside Char appears guiding them to escape. They reach a cliff, and Natalia uses her magic to descend, although her mana is low they manage to make it. They are then guided to a cave. She tells Char that the hero of justice has guided her and will come to help her, and asks her to stay there so that she can go and get them. When she comes out, the cave gets covered by an illusion magic. Looks like there was no reason for her to come out, but now it's too late as the soldiers have spotted her. In order to avoid capture she decides to end her own life, but just then the dagger shatters and she is knocked out by stun magic. With his magical powers, Haruto rescues Natalia and defeats the Empire soldiers in seconds. He carries Natalia back to the cave and alters his voice to remain unidentified by Char, and asks her to take care of the unconscious mother. Charl, sensing a scary aura, calls him by his name, and the dumbass turns around. Well, it seems keeping a secret identity is overrated. Char questions if he is a hero of justice, and Haruto decides to play along. Back home, Haruto's father receives an anonymous letter about their safety, raising his curiosity about the mysterious hero. As Char and Natalia finally return home, Char surprises Haruto by embracing him, and their parents are shocked, wondering when did they ever get so close, and Flay is jealous as Haruto's harem begins. This is where the video ends. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.